The National Bank sponsored primary schools football tournament is intriguingly positioned right now. EPPS has been doing pretty well, but they are not at the top of the table. Adelvin, how do you feel about your team's performance so far?
Well, in all fairness, we've been doing good. We lost one game thus far, and I'm really proud of that. It's a better feat than last year up to this point. So I have to say kudos to the team and hope we can go right through and close off the tournament and win it.
So in terms of placement, where are you in terms of position up to today?
We're in third place, but we're just basically 1 point behind of the top. So it's still close.
You're good.
Yeah.
Ajani Sadler is a name that has been ringing some hard bells around here this season. You must be very pleased with what you're seeing.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I can say without any water in my mouth, I think he's the best player in the tournament.
Those goals from almost midfield, all of them left footers. Does he have a right foot?
He has a right foot, but he prefers his left foot. The thing is, he writes right-handed. But he's been kicking the ball left foot from since he's a youngster. So it's basically turned out well for him.
And that strategy, is that something coming from the coach, or he just decided, look here, I'm going to try this thing straight to goal all the time?
Well, actually, sometimes, during break and lunch, sometimes just sit back and just allow them to do their thing. I'm just watching him just kick certain balls from certain distances. I said, why not just try it in a game? And luckily, so far, he have worked so far.
I'm not sure about luckily, because if it's one time, you might say luckily, but boy.
So skillfully, it had worked.
Yeah, it's working. And finally, as we look forward to the last set of games, Final Four and all that, your thoughts?
Well, for me, it's really, really crucial. I have 3 games left, which is St. James Primary, Gingerland Primary, and Ivor Walters Primary. So really, we are at third position. We can't really give up any points. So we're just basically going into the next 3 games and treat them as finals.
And this afternoon, you're playing
St. James
Primary. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all the best.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Interesting times in the National Bank sponsored primary schools football tournament. Hamilton, St. Thomas's Primary, maybe not where you want them to be, but they've been playing some good ball. Your thoughts on your team's positioning so far?
To reflect on the position of my team is in, the kind of football they're playing is not how I want them to play, because we're a more passing team and we're not getting enough passing from them. And when we pass the ball, we play great football. So that is what we are trying to fill in their head right now, just to pass the ball and things will go good.
What's your position right now?
I think fourth or fifth. Yeah,
okay.
But the league is tight. Yeah.
As you mentioned, tight, you have, I think, a critical game coming up. Your thoughts as you go up against Joyce Liberty, the lead right now, they're leading right now.
Yeah, Joyce Liberty was always a rivalry for me since I reached St. Thomas's with football. There was always the one where I meet semi-finals, finals. Yeah, so it always was a good battle between us and them. So it's not new, but there will always be a hard team to tackle with.
But you plan to win today?
Yeah, every game I plan to win.
How crucial is it though to win this one, going into Final Four? It's a must win, or you still could lose and still advance?
Lose. If we lose is a problem, because the next matchup will be Charleston. That's another difficult team. And if we got draw, it will kind of put us up there still, but
you want to win.
A win will make it more easier for me.
Right.
Even though going into Charleston, I still want to win going into that. My last game will be Mad Cross. Yeah.
How do you compare your team this year to the team last year? You had some dynamic strikers last year. You still have Ronnie Isles and number 19, I think it is. Yeah. But how do you compare the 2 teams?
The 2 teams comparing the last year team, the midfielders was more understanding the role and know what role they played, and so this year now, the midfielders I have to take them out a different role and put them in. So just basically getting accustomed to playing midfield.
So you think you'll get better as you head into the Final Four? You could only get better.
I would get better.
So you could be a more dangerous team up in Final Four, right?
Yeah, as long as we pass the ball, we is a dangerous team.
Well, all the best.
All right, thanks.
Adrian Williams is the coach for St. James's Primary. Adrian, maybe you're not positioned where you want to be positioned, but what do you think? I mean, it's the smallest role in terms of a school. How do you think they performed so far?
I think they are performing to the best of their abilities. We are not expecting much of them, but once they go out there and give their all, that's all we asking them.
And you kind of want them just to enjoy themselves,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's all about development for my school. It's all about development and for other people to see what they are capable of.
And if you win a game, Adrian, if you win a game, that's a big bonus.
Yeah, we already won one. We won against Tizui.
Okay.
The game ended 2-1, so that's also good.
And you have an easy team like EPPS staff.
I wouldn't necessarily say easy, but we will try our best to at least get a draw. And to
I'm an upset.
yeah, that's the idea, to offset the table.
Yeah. Well, looking forward, how many of these would be there for next year? Because it's all about development, so hopefully some of them would be there to continue.
Yeah, I think about on this team right now, I think 4 even.
Okay,
Four of them,
but
so
you have some still.
I will still have a good amount to
Okay.
hopefully take part next year.
All right. Well, Adrian, I want to wish you all the best. I know you guys are trying your best, and you have the support of your village, your community. So I'm looking forward to an upset, actually.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really do hope so. We've been preparing all week, so this is gonna be a good game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
It's a tight situation at the top. CPS. Should I say Charleston Primary? What position are Coach Quealy at this point?
Well, as of today, we are sitting in second position. We have a game in hand on other teams that surround us. So hopefully we can pull off a victory today and other results go in our favor, and then we go on top of the table.
Let me ask you, how do you feel about your team's performance so far?
Well, the team has been performing as expected. We started out with a huge victory against one of our rivals. We had 1 or 2 bad games, but overall the team performance has been good.
When you compare this team to last year's team, any comparisons?
Well, what I could say about the teams from Charleston Primary is hard to make comparisons, because one of the things Charleston Primary teams always portrays is always go out and play hard. So this team plays just as hard as the teams from last year, so there's no difference basically.
Final 4 coming up, your thoughts in terms of your chances overall?
Well, with the Charleston Primary School, once we make it to the finals, there always a big chance in winning it. That's what Charleston Primary always do. They always go out and perform, and hopefully with our performance we can come out victorious.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
So we are now with the Joycelyn Liebert Primary School. One of the coaches is Governing Manners. Now, Gov, you're at the top of the table. What do you think about your team's performance so far this season?
Well, our team's performance has been going well. We are expecting them to continue their performance and keeping the level of football up there.
What about the fact that the lead goal scorer is also from your school? That must be making your hearts glad.
In a sense, it is, and we do expect of him to be scoring as much as the other players as well to be scorers.
Heading now into the final 4, is there a little bit of a tense moment? Because what I'm thinking about, Guyana would have won in the CPL all of the preliminary matches, and then when they got down to the finals, you know where I'm heading. Your thoughts?
Well, for Final 4, we do hope to maintain a standard, and we do expect to reach the Final 4, so we're going to try our best, and we're going to try to stay up and stay in that area.
Question, do you utilize your full bench all the time? Do you get all the players involved? How do you work out your strategy?
We do get our bench involved. We do have a core set of players that we would use per game, and then we will rotate the bench around those core set players.
Okay, Final 4 coming up. Your thoughts as we look forward to big Final 4?
Final 4 should be exciting, and I expect great performance from all the teams, the 4 teams that will make it to the Final 4.
All right, all the best as you continue.
Thank you.
When we talk about VOGen, Coach Skidder has been working overtime with this team. Coach, how has your team performed in your opinion so far in the tournament?
I think excellent. They came out and execute most of the plan where we had. So they're really playing really good football right now.
In terms of the position, where are you positioned on the table right now?
6.
You think you still have a big chance to get into the Final 4?
Yes, winning these 2 last games will give me a good chance.
And those 2 last games are who?
Charleston and Nevis Academy.
And it's two tough teams.
Yes, don't take nobody lightly.
And you have upset. Which team did you upset? I think you upset a big team. Which team was it?
Ivor Walters.
Ivor
Primary.
Walters. You must have felt pretty good about that game.
Yes, it was a good game, yeah. God, it was a tough team too as well, but there's a big trio cut down.
And one of the things I've noticed, your community is coming out to support you guys. You realize that? The community members.
Yes, fans, the more fans, the better the team play. And we need the support, so thanks. Thanks a lot to the fans for coming out and support.
So these last 2 games, once you win these 2 games, you're into the Final Four.
Should be, and depends on how the game
With the
other teams go.
But you must win these 2.
Yeah, must win these 2.
Well, I'm looking forward to some exciting moments in the Final Four. Looking forward to seeing VOJ.
Yeah, thanks.
Ivor Walters, I think they had their hearts in their mouths a while ago. 1 goal down. Coach Harvey, what was your thoughts at that time?
Well, I didn't give up hope. I didn't give up faith. We kept the faith. You see, we tried to pull it back together as a team. I think in the second half, the guys did an extremely better job, better second half. I think they listened and they went out there and they executed nicely. So, congratulations to both teams. Well played. It was entertainment, and I think the crowd really enjoyed it.
They enjoyed it. 3 goals to 1. It was a must-win, I believe, because Ivor Walters need to get high up in the table. Your thoughts on the positioning right now?
Yeah, well, like I just told my co-worker, we're just meddling on it, and we're still down below, pan goal difference. So if you was paying attention, I was trying to tell the guys, try to get at least 2 more goals because they score as well. So nevertheless, we have a game Sunday. We just look forward to that, and hopefully we get the goal difference up, and we should be in a better position.
Final Four, very important. The look of things right now, you feel that you would be in the Final Four?
Well, that is the desire plan. Let me just put it that way. Our team, we just remain humble, and remain calm, and we just try to execute with action, not only words, but with actions, because we know how that could go. So, like I said, on Sunday we'll be ready for that, and hopefully we stand a better chance of qualifying after Sunday.
And who are you playing Sunday?
St. James.
Oh, okay. Maybe we might have a little upset there.
No,
anyway,
I don't want to say that because I lose a silly one. I think was last week. So like I said, we're not taking nothing right now for granted.
Okay.
We're not taking nothing for granted. Yeah.
Well, all the best going forward. We look to some more exciting games coming up.
Yeah. Thank you and have a good day.
Nice. Alex Claxton, the coach for the Nevis Academy. Alex, one thing I observed. You don't normally seem so animated when you have the big boys, when you have the big boys. But you seem to talk a lot more when you have the little ones. What's going on with that?
Well, it's important to give them, guidance and give them, good information because they are learning the game. And as a result of that, you have to make sure that they remember things, that you would have done with them in practice.
1 goal down, Nevis Academy leading. You thought you had it wrapped up?
Well, like I would have, said to them at halftime, the game isn't over, and we have to go back out and defend well because they're going to come at us. They're going to get desperate, and they really came at us. We made a couple of mistakes, and hey, when you make mistakes and team capitalize, the game is played in moments, and it's a matter of who win the moments at the time.
The position, your thoughts in terms of how well the team has played generally and the position at this time?
Well, I must, commend, the players. We might have maybe one of the smallest, group in terms of size, but, I think they're understanding the game. They're coming out, and trying to do whatever, they've been taught and make it into the game. If you realize that, in terms of our offense, I think, they're showing, good combination. And defensively, I think that, more than, any time, we defend well as a unit. However, being in that position, I think we wouldn't have, probably the first thing we have achieved so many points. Up to this point in time, we're on 11 points and, we have 1 more game that is against VOJ and we're hoping for the best.
All right, thanks and good luck in the future.
Thank you.
All right. Eddie Keynes is the coach for the Montessori team. You just won a game. Big celebration as if they won the World Cup. Tell me about your team and how well they played this season.
Well, Curtis, I must say is that from last year they entered the tournament. Everybody, all the schools gave them like 10, 15, 16 goals and so on. When I started there, I started to do some extra work with them. Thanks to those 2 parents, Alex and Daniel. They have kids that go into the school, to the Montezuma Academy School. They came down and they gave me a hand as well, and with the effort from everybody, we're able to come here, and the kids them now understand, what it is to be a little tough, and understand the game a little bit more than last year.
And Zachary, a special player.
Well, Zachary is a special player. That's Daniel's son. They came from England, and they enrolled at the school. So we're very happy that we have him, and he tried to even to talk to the other kids them in terms of like moving from here and moving there. So
one more upset, we could upset another big team this season.
Well, we have one more game with the JLPS, and if that happens, hey, I'm all happy for that.
All right.
But right now we are just building, and we kind of are glad that they get to understand now. So we just working with it.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks.